a WWE fan, I'm going to be complaining about a lot of things, especially about John Cena. But there is no denying that the 1000th Raw was the best Raw episode in history. Well, maybe not the best in history, but it's in the discussion. Now, everything that happened, just about everything that happened was awesome. Let's begin with the DX segment. Thought it was very good. Thought Triple H, Shawn was making those goofy faces again. Gotta love Michaels. Now, then thought Triple H and Shawn are fine. Thought they were gonna do their original thing. Then I saw X-Pac and the New Age Outlaws return for that night. So I thought this segment's gonna be great. Unfortunately, it didn't live up to expectations. Sammy and Sando came out and got buried by DX. Now, I will admit the DX segment was good, but they shouldn't have wasted 20 minutes on that. Next, JR comes out to commentary. I thought he was going to commentate the whole show, but he only commentated one match, which was a weird one to do. Mysterio, Sin Cara, and Sheamus, against Dolph, Del Rio, and Jericho. It's like usual. The faces get their butt kicked. They make the tag, faces, and then the faces win. Your usual tag team match, but I thought that was an interesting finish. Wonder where Dolph and Jericho's rivalry is going to go from here. Now, Jim Ross did very good commenting, and I wish he would return full time. He was very good. Now, for the next 10 minutes, we get a bunch of commercials and tout advertising. And then there's a squash match with Brodus. Do you really need to add that on the card? It's the 1000th episode. The only thing I liked about that was Dude Love coming out. And if anyone being buried, why does it have to be Swagger? I mean, former World Heavyweight Champion. Plus he's better than a lot of the WWE roster nowadays. Except now he's a jobber. Okay. Now most of the things I might not sound very enthusiastic about this Raw, but it gets very good towards the end. Now, the wedding. Daniel Bryan had this coming. I don't know what to make of AJ becoming the general manager. I don't know if I like it, I don't know if I don't like it. I think it's interesting, but we'll see where it goes from here. It will probably only be short term, though, her as a general manager. Okay, now Daniel Bryan had that coming. Also, that appearance from Slick was awesome. I'm trying to think of other things that happened. Oh yes, a notable thing that didn't happen was Randy Orton was not there because of his suspension. Okay, what else was I gonna say? Wasn't there another squash match on the card? Okay. I'm gonna tell you the things I remember because I don't remember a lot. I don't have a good memory. Heath Slater comes out, and it looks like since it's the South Raw, it'll be his final thing with the Legend gimmick, the Legend Killer unsuccessfully gimmick. Like, okay, Slater challenges a Legend for no disqualification, no countout match. Then I hear Lita's song, and I was watching with my little brother Nolan, and I'm like, Nolan, that's not Lita. Sure enough, it was Lita. Now Lita can still go if the Divas division would improve if she returns now. But she won't, but looks like she still had it. I mean, she can still do that moonsault to perfection, Vader. Now, and the Legends making an appearance was awesome. JBL and Ron Simmons still looks awesome. The Intercontinental Championship match, Christian and The Miz. Thought this was gonna be like your average 5-minute match. Christian continues his so what reign as the Intercontinental Champion. Now, I like Christian, but I don't think he's been a good Intercontinental Champion. And then The Miz wins, and his push re-arrives again. The Miz is back on top as the Intercontinental Champion. What a way there. And on SmackDown, The Miz retains against Christian. The Miz has been very good, but you knew he was going to get a push on his return. I didn't expect him to win the Intercontinental Championship. Is there anything I'm missing? Oh yes, it was the... Hold on, let me think about this for a minute. No, I didn't miss anything. Okay, now... Oh yes, how did I forget this? Kane comes out to the ring. I hear Jinder Mahal's music and I'm like, okay, this is, what the hell? Jinder Mahal versus Kane. And then I see a bunch of other jobbers come out with him. And then they have a match. Okay. Then Mahal, Unico, Camacho, McIntyre, Rex, and Hawkins surround him. Then we hear the Undertaker's bell, and he comes out to the ring. Brothers of Destruction reunition? Or reunion, did I just say reunition? I meant reunion. Now, gotta wonder what's gonna happen from here. Last time they were in the ring together, it was bragging rights, and it was the end of the Undertaker's full-time career. And now, we talk about the main event in the 1000th Raw. Okay. Now, the main event is, first off, The Undertaker. I don't know what's going to happen there. That's very interesting. That's one of the most interesting things happened on the 1000th Raw. Besides this, John Cena, who surprisingly for the first time ever, it seems, had a good match. Actually, it wasn't that good. WWE Championship, it should be better. The match started at 11, so it was like a 7-minute match. It wasn't good. And not just Cena, Punk didn't look good either. We all know they're both good in the ring, especially Punk, but they just didn't have it tonight. And then Big Show came out and the whole disqualification situation, and Cena was the first to cash in his Money in the Bank unsuccessfully ever. Now, I was wondering why CM Punk was made to look cheap in that match, like heel tactics. Now, Big Show was still laying out Cena. Punk did nothing about it. I was like, what the hell? Why isn't he doing anything? Then The Rock came out and tried to stop it. Okay, and then The Rock with a spinebuster, people's elbow. Punk comes in the ring with a clothesline. GTS to The Rock. What just happened? Well, we'll find out tonight on Raw now, won't we? That's gonna be very interesting. Now, I don't want CM Punk to be a cowardly heel. WWE has too many of those. Not as much anymore, but in 2011, like, guys like Miz, Christian, Del Rio. Now, the only one now is Del Rio, but still, I don't want Punk to be a cowardly heel. He's not that kind of guy. He never has been, even as a heel. Maybe a little bit, but not like most. Now, another thing is, I don't know what's going to happen with CM Punk. This is all very interesting. CM Punk stands tall over The Rock and John Cena on the 1000th episode of Raw. One thing I'm disappointed is about Dean Ambrose didn't debut. I was thinking there has to be a reason why Dean Ambrose wasn't on this year's NXT. Everyone else was. Bo Dallas, Richie Steamboat, Bray Wyatt, Seth Rollins, all those guys, they were on it. But not Dean Ambrose. So I figured there must be a reason why he didn't debut. Maybe tonight, I don't know when, but Dean Ambrose is going to get his push soon, one way or another. together. Okay, thank you for joining us on my thoughts on the 1000th Raw. The 1000th Raw gives out a 4.5 stars out of a 10. Very good Raw. But gotta wonder how good it would be for the Legends appearing. It was still very good. But moving forward in the future, I don't trust Raw with 3 hours. I expect to be very bored during Raw 3 hours. Now, because of all the Legends returning and everything, they were able to have enough footage, enough for like The Rock appearing, Undertaker, DX, Lita, all of them, EPA protection, all of them. They filled up the show, but I don't know what an extra hour is going to do for Raw. Is it going to be like just more squash matches for Raw? Oh God, I'm starting to give up on SmackDown, but not Raw. I mean, in the future, you gotta wonder how Raw is going to do his 3 hours. Doesn't look good, but you never know. Anything can happen. Oh yeah, and I did forget one thing. Triple H, Brock Lesnar, and Paul Heyman. Great segment, except when Triple H buried Brock Lesnar. This may as well be Triple H versus Paul Heyman rivalry. Brock should make more appearances. This doesn't make sense whatsoever. Well, thank you for joining us. Is Raw gonna be better? Is Raw gonna be okay 3 hours? I certainly don't think so, but we'll find out.